All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the In the Shit podcast. I'm Judson Miller.
Curtis Burbage.
All right, let's go ahead and jump right back into it. So we've got a couple things we want to talk about here tonight. Dude, now I want to know the story about your mom.
All right.
I hate that I missed her this past weekend, but yeah, I want to hear about it. Is it really that bad?
Oh, well, I mean, depending on which one you're talking about, because there's like 1,000. And actually, when I thought she was going to come on, I texted a few people, like my niece and some people, remind me, because there's so much that's happened between us. But the one story I was going to tell you about was this one. Okay, so I was about 16, 17. We used to always go up to Maggie Valley, North Carolina, right?
All right.
And we'd go camp. We had a camper, and we'd leave it up there. And then my dad would, we'd pay, you pay like a year to keep it somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we'd get it and pull it over to our campsite and, set it up. I always had a bunch of friends that would meet us at that campground. Well, we get there. My mom just had foot surgery. Like, she had bone spurs on one of her feet.
Oh, those are the worst.
She just had that surgery, man. So she was in a wheelchair. And we get there, me and my dad are setting up, and my friends are waiting on me. So I'm busting. Now, when you're doing stuff like that with my dad, you can't seem too eager to be happy somewhere else. You have to seem like you're just going to be hanging out and be miserable with him.
Right.
Because if you act too eager, he's going to say, you're rushing. Slow your ass down, or you're not going. He'll get pissed off. So
yeah,
I'm trying to play it cool, and all my friends are waiting. And my mom's in this wheelchair. So she's like, Kurt. I said, what, Mom? Please take me for a walk. I'm bored.
Oh, no.
My dad looks up, man, with this serious look, man. He's like, go ahead and take her. So I took her for, around the big circle, because it's a big place, but, I just took her around this little circle.
Yeah.
And I parked her back, jumped back into helping Dad, man, because I'm in a hurry. She's like, Freddie, help me. Take me for a walk. And he just throws the shit down and looks at her. I said, Dad, take her. I'll do this part right here while you're gone. So he takes her. So he comes back and he parks her, right? And he's like, that's it now. You say one more damn thing and your ass is going to pay. And she's like, well, I'm bored. He's like, I'm serious, Cheryl. So about that time, I was sitting there and she goes, Kurt. He said, all right, I told you. Grab her ass, Kurt. So I grab her around her arms, right? She's in a wheelchair. So he grabs one of her pain pills and he throws it down her throat. He grabs her cheeks and throws it down her throat and dumps water down it, right? So she's like choking and spitting up that. I mean, she had to swallow the pain pill. She had no choice. So she's cussing us for everything we were worth. My dad pushes her off over by the creek and chalks the wheels with big ass mountain rocks to where she can't go nowhere. And she's like fighting. She's like, you son of a bitches. She's doing like that because she can't turn around,
Not just regular rocks,
no,
mountain rocks.
These were mountain rocks, dude. These weren't no little pebbles, man. Because, he wanted to make sure them wheels weren't going to turn, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm
so
sure.
He looks at me and he says, son, go on with your friends. I go, all right, Dad. So me and my friends, we'd always walk around the campground, look for girls and stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So we walked
That's
by,
what you're
dude,
there for.
And my mom was like hunched over like this. In the wheelchair, dude, like just like someone shot her in the back of the head. Like her palms are almost touching the ground.
Oh,
and somebody says, hey, Kurt, is that your grandma? And I said, no, that's my mom. And they're like, what the hell's wrong with her? And I'm like, Daddy helped her go to sleep. So I go back later on that evening, and she's awake and she's just stink-eyeing the shit out of me, right?
I'm sure.
My dad's walking around like it's just another day at the park, man.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
She goes, Freddie. He grabs that pill bottle. He starts shaking it, rattling it like a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. I'm sorry. She's like, you wait till I get out of this damn chair. I'm going to kick your ass.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
I can just
it was
imagine.
funny, man.
Your mom went for a trip.
I'll never forget just walking by, man, and she just hunched over, dude, like,
Oh, God. That's like I would expect to see that in like the great outdoors or something.
Oh, it was like one of the most classic family vacations, man. Like where you got to watch my dad take control of a situation and just.
That's how you do it right there.
Yeah, that's how you do it, man. They don't make them like that no more.
They really don't, man.
Like these days that'd be a divorce. You know what?
Oh yeah, and, for sure.
But I mean, hey, you know what? He was like, you know what? I'm who I am, so I'm gonna do this.
There you go.
I'm gonna be a man.
Oh my gosh, I would give anything to just watch from a distance, watch you walk by your mom.
Dude, it was. I mean, it was just because at first I had to fix my eyes because I didn't think she was in the chair.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see. All I seen was a chair. You know,
Oh,
and we got
gosh.
closer. You could see like a body kind of coming out from the side of it a little bit,
Yeah.
and then that's when you realize, dude, she was in a coma, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man, that was some good feelings she
Well,
had.
I'm sure she had a great afternoon though.
No, she was pissed off, man. When she woke up, she was mad.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's so funny.
Yeah, she was mad as hell.
Man, well, I don't have anything to follow that. Like, I don't even know. I don't have any like funny family vacation stories really. Gosh, that is so funny though. I would literally like I want to see that in movie format. Like,
She see my mom, man. She grew up, back when College Park Road was country and dirt road.
yeah.
Like it was farm back there, where she grew up at.
That's so wild to me how quickly
Yeah.
like North Charleston, Ladson, Somerville just blew up because I mean people that are not much older than me are talking to me about the place that I live here now. There's 900 homes in this neighborhood.
Well, some of this I believe was my mom's land, family land. Now, don't
Really?
get me wrong, not all of it. Just probably 20 acres or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
just throwing a number out there. But when they come through to build these neighborhoods, they everybody sold to do these little pieces back in here and stuff. So yeah, I mean it's crazy how much it grew up.
Yeah. It's wild to me too because I mean they're talking about like yeah, we used to have to walk like to get to that Publix we had to walk 3 or 4 miles. I'm like you are joking. That is insane. And like I live 10 minutes from the Publix. So like it's wild to me how quickly this stuff develops.
Yeah. Because back, like I said, back then was all farm, farm and dirt road on College Park Road. So she
Yeah.
grew up there, and then she met my dad, who grew up in North Charleston, it was Wild West back then. Like it was like street gang, like the Sharks and the what was that, Jets and the
Oh,
Sharks.
the Jets and the Sharks.
Yeah, it was like that kind of shit. Like,
Ricky Esmueta.
yeah, that's how it was. Man.
What a terrible show. Like looking back at like the Sox and the Greasers and like the Jets and the Sharks and like the Warriors and all that stuff, like these are really the guys that are supposed to be portrayed as like the baddest of all the asses. Like you weigh 140 pounds, dude. You would not survive in 2021.
No.
Like
No.
like if this dude walked up and popped his little knife out at me, I'd be like, did you bring 3 or 4 more of those? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna need those to get through my belly.
Crocodile Dundee was ahead of his time.
Oh well, yeah,
When that dude
100%.
pulled his knife out, he's like, "That's not a knife. That's a knife."
That's
and he
a knife.
even knew how to check to see if men were men or men were women. He even was ahead of that game.
I mean, Charlie Daniels wasn't even there.
No.
Was that Charlie Daniels? I don't think it was. Who sings Easy Rider?
Oh, God.
That's not Charlie Daniels. That's Hank Williams.
Yeah. It was
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to look it
I
up.
think it was. Well, I don't know.
I'm over here talking like an idiot right out of my butthole.
Well, but like Crocodile Dundee was ahead of his time, man. He knew how to check for things, and he knew that knife shit. You better come big or go home.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't playing around, man.
Do they not have Easy Rider on Spotify anymore? Oh yeah, it is the Charlie Daniels band. How about that? I was
Yeah,
right.
you're right, man.
Right out of the gate. Hank Williams, whatever, man. Get out of here with your
You know
weird
Crocodile
beard.
Dundee was supposed to have another movie come out. His son was Danny McBride.
Really?
Yeah.
Danny McBride.
Was his son?
No
it's called
way.
Dundee or something like that. And Thor, was that Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah,
He was like his guide or something.
really.
But yeah, Crocodile Dundee had a son.
I
and
feel
it was
like
Danny
Chris
McBride.
Hemsworth would be the better choice for the son.
No, man.
Yeah.
Chris Helmsworth's too good looking, Bo. I hate him, man.
Crocodile Dundee was good looking.
Yeah, but Danny McBride's more like us.
Don't hate him because he's beautiful.
Man, the hell with that dude, man. That's like my wife. We went to WWE one time, and she thinks that Roman Reigns is just the hottest thing
Oh,
going, right?
he's
What, you
pretty
got a
hot.
crush too?
I
Jesus Christ,
The
what
big
is it with
Samoan
Roman
dudes, man,
Reigns,
I
Damn. I mean, look at me.
trust me,
do
I have
show you the
been.
dad bod?
I can't wait to see it.
She's over there and she's like, right?
Right.
And like these guys are behind us laughing, man. And my son White's like, Mr. Curtis,
Mr. Curtis.
Mom's over there saying that Roman Reigns her boyfriend.
Salivating over Roman
Yeah.
Reigns.
Yeah, and I told the dude behind me, the guy's laughing. I said, hey, man, I was like, you don't know, but I'm from North Charleston. I slapped the shit out of his ass. You know, I mean, I grew up in North
I don't
Charleston.
care if I do need a step stool to get to
Let me tell
it.
you something right now. By the time I get done putting hands on Roman Reigns, his shit's going to like a mullet, man. You know, I'm gonna chop him down, bro. But yeah,
Yeah.
and then so, you know, she can do all that shit, right?
But then let AJ Styles walk out and see what happens.
No, Alexa Bliss comes out, right?
Oh, okay.
And she's a thick little thing, you know.
Mm.
So now, out of all that crowd, North Charleston Coliseum, out of all that crowd, I go, just like that, and she heard me.
Of course.
And there's a child between us, you know. So it's
Yeah.
not like I was next to her,
Right next
and
to
she's
her.
Like, really? I was like, what? I was like, damn, she heard me, man. I couldn't believe it.
I mean, it just cuts through. Now, if you were trying to talk about something important, wouldn't hear a word.
Oh yeah, probably not. Selective hearing, man.
Hey, is your wife okay? I hadn't heard from her in like 3 days.
She's pretty pissed off about the mullet still.
Yeah,
but
I
you know, I
figured.
mean, so she's in the sports clips getting Wyatt's hair fixed or cut. Well, okay, fixed because I took him to Walmart and they shit it up pretty bad.
It happens.
Yeah, you know what? I still think it looked good. Anyway, she takes some sports clips. She forgets her phone. I walk in. I'd be a good husband, right? I said, you know what? I'm gonna take her phone so she's not sitting up there bored. I walk in, her and this chick's talking. They start laughing when they see me. Now, this chick I've never seen before in my life, and she's like, "See, I told you." And the girl's laughing her ass off. I'm like, "What was so funny?" I was just talking about your haircut, and you walk in,
Oh gosh.
and I'm like thinking to myself, "Oh, so y'all laughing at that shit, huh?" You know, like you know. And then I was like, "Well, you know," thinking to myself, "Where's her husband at? Let's see how much of a looker he is." You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And I see him, and by the way, I've got him beat. Anyway.
I mean, of course.
So I was thinking, but then you know what though? I almost thought. Now I could have been hallucinating. That girl did like the call me sign when my wife wasn't looking.
Mm.
So you know she was digging.
Yeah,
the
you were
mullet.
probably hallucinating.
Probably, but anyway, it sounds good. But yeah, so yeah, you were clowning my hair, man.
Gosh.
That's some hurtful shit, isn't it?
I'm gonna have to have a talk with her.
You do, yeah.
I don't
you tell her-
appreciate
I'm gonna
that.
email in the show and tell you to call her out on the show.
Oh man. Hey guys, speaking of the email, if you want to email us, it's intheshit69@gmail.com, and feel free, whatever you want to send. We've had a couple people send across some duties, but you know we are doing the rate my poo thing, so send them over and we'll give you a rating.
And don't forget, share it.
Yeah,
You know, share it. It don't hurt to share it.
yeah, it doesn't
You know,
cost you
It
anything.
don't cost you nothing to
For
share.
$0 a day, you can share these two lonely sad boys
A
podcast.
lot of y'all, I see y'all share some really dumb shit. You
Lot of
can at
dumb
least
stuff.
share some good stuff like this.
Share this.
Yeah,
It's
all you gotta
pretty
do is
dumb
share
too.
this. You see that logo over there? Share that.
It'll fit right in with the rest of your dumb stuff on your Facebook.
Exactly.
I
mean,
promise.
like when you're putting pictures up of 10 cents a day you could feed this dog, you know what? That dog's getting fed. We're
Yeah.
not.
For
okay?
no cents a day,
No sense. We're
You
not getting
can-
paid to do this. We're doing this for y'all.
just like us, no cents.
No
you can
cent- no
you
cent,
can
no
you
shit.
can support our
sound like my parents
podcast. Well, hey, there's something I want to talk about, Kurt. I want to talk about toilet paper. So I had to pull up a float. So, you know, the electricians have to deal with all the floats and the wet wells and stuff. And the floats are what control the pumps and tell them when to come on or whatever. Well, I got called out to a pump station because it was having some issues. And when I got there, I noticed that for some reason, the floats were telling the pump to run the well all the way down. And once it got down to the bottom, it would still run. And that would cause the pumps to overheat and trip out the service. So I pulled the pumps up and got them cleaned up. Well, one of the pumps had a giant mound of toilet paper wrapped around it, and that had caused it to get stuck to a giant mound of condoms and rags and
Hell yeah.
tampons, you know, all the fun stuff.
Sounds like a
So
party, man.
I use my pliers and I grab this toilet paper and I drop it, and it just makes this sound. And I was like, oh, that's so much toilet paper too. Like, who's using that much toilet paper? And it got me thinking. When I first moved out into my first apartment, I went to Walmart. I bought a 24-pack of toilet paper. I bought a huge pack of hot dogs, hot dog buns, condiments, that kind of thing. You know, being a bachelor, I knew things are going to be tough. And I bought some Doritos and a case of Cokes, you know, whatever. Well, let me tell you, that toilet paper lasted me probably 6 months. In fact, I don't remember using all of it. I think because I was in my apartment for about 6 months, and then I got married, and my wife moved in, and I had like 4 rolls left.
And it probably
And
went to like nothing after she moved in, didn't it?
oh, dude, I had to buy toilet paper that weekend, like that
Yeah.
next weekend. I was like, what is going on in here? So,
You tell her to cut down on the wiping.
I mean, yeah, I was like, are you eating this stuff?
You
Like,
didn't
does
have a
it taste
bidet. You
good to
didn't
you?
have a bidet back then
I
either.
didn't have a bidet, man. And that's, oh gosh, the bidet is the greatest invention. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you don't have a bidet, I'm gonna have to work out something with Tushy and like get a coupon code for people so they can get
Yeah.
on there and buy them. Because, dude, I'm telling you, the bidet is the greatest thing ever. I'm gonna put a link to Tushy. This is not an endorsement yet. I want it to be. I'm gonna put a link on there. You guys go buy one, hook it up to your toilet, and pressure wash your booty holes. It is the greatest thing ever.
Preston says he don't even have to shower a lot of times because he just uses bidet and boom.
There you go.
As long as his undercarriage is clean, then he's good to go.
That's all that matters. That's all he cares about. He'll put deodorant on the rest.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I agree, man. Like, it's just something so refreshing. Like, the first couple times, it startled me. But now it's like I'm looking forward to, and it's like that cold Poseidon's kiss that just touches you right on the booty hole, and you're like, yeah, that's it. My butthole has never felt better. And I mean, like, you hit it with a little toilet paper to dry it off, pull your
Damn.
pants up and go, dude. I'm telling you.
Damn. You got me jealous, dude.
Come on. I mean, anytime you want to poop, man, come over. I got you.
Yeah. All right, man. I have to work that out, man, because I want to try that thing out.
Mm.
Because I want to get me one.
Yeah, yeah. So when Tushy does decide to sponsor us and they give us one, I'm gonna let you have it.
Thanks, man.
I mean, obviously, you've done a lot for us. I want to make sure that you get compensated well. So
That's what I'm talking about. I want, like I was listening to Theo Vaughn today on my way up to Sumter, and he, I guess it's like something he sponsors or that's sponsoring him. It's like edible. Hold on, it's like chewy Viagra.
really,
It's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's pretty cool, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not really Viagra. I forgot the name of it. It's like Clear Blue or something like that. But it's like chewy, and like to hear him like sponsor them, they got to be like smart ass. He's just like, when times get hard or when times can't get hard or something like that. I forgot what it was, but he's funny as shit listening to him. Plug that.
times are hard. You should be too,
See there, that's a good one, man.
dude. I'm telling you. Anybody wants anything plugged, I got you. We will do a commercial for you, no problem.
See, that's what you should do right now. You should plug your photography business.
Oh yeah, hey guys, I'm a photographer. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but my Instagram is the Portly Gentleman 68. Check me out. I do a lot of different stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of just a side gig right now, but I'd like to turn pro in that and podcasting, and just live the life. Be an influencer. Wear all the cute bikinis. All the good enema drinks. I'll sponsor. Or I'll plug all those for everybody.
Yeah, man.
It'd be a lot of fun though. I mean, can you imagine being one of those people? Like, first step one is to be attractive. So, obviously I got that on lock.
Yeah, you got that one down, dude.
And step two is to just do things. Just post on Instagram, and like eventually you just start charging people. It's like, okay, you want me to promote your little CBD stuff? That's $1,000 right here. Let's go.
Damn.
And I mean, like, just travel around and do stuff. I mean, I feel like we could do that.
Yeah.
We could travel
it would
the
be nice.
world and show different sewers.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, speaking of, with your new job, are you going to be able to like save that footage and stuff?
I mean, I can record it on my phone probably.
So tell everybody what it is that you do.
Okay, so I got a job now where I run a camera into the main sewer lines where it's got wheels and shit. Like I went today and learned how to like change out the wheels and stuff like that. Different size camera heads, all kinds of stuff, right? To where you can go in different size lines, but it's like the big ones where like the manholes are and stuff.
Yeah.
Not like the little ones in your yard or nothing. I used to do that, but I mean now I done moved up to the big time.
So proud of you.
More responsibility and the same pay.
Oh gosh, that sucks.
Well, yeah, I mean, but hey, you know what? I do it for the love of it.
For the love of the game.
Yeah, man. I'm a team player.
I heard that.
Yeah,
Good
plus,
company,
I mean,
man.
I'm pretty lucky they ain't fired me yet, so
Yeah.
I gotta give them something.
I feel that, man. I know it's coming for me. Like, I'm going to screw up, and I know it's gonna happen
Just
eventually.
use the Tourette's card, dude.
Yeah,
It works, man.
Curtis gave me Tourette's.
Did I tell you, did I tell y'all on the podcast what my son Wyatt said?
Yes,
Was
to
that on
your
the
wife.
podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember, man. He's like he says damn and stuff, man. It's just like whatever. He's like, I can say it 'cause I got Tourette's, right, Curtis? And I'm like, oh god.
It don't work that way,
Yeah, it
kid.
don't work that way, man. Whatever. You know what? You got it, man. Roll with it. But then he twitches his head. He's like, look, Curtis, we got Tourette's, right? And I'm like, yeah, we got it. But one of my twitches I was doing the other day where I do like my neck, like that.
Yeah.
He said, what is that you're doing to your neck? I go, what do you think, Wyatt? He goes, Tourette's. I said, yeah.
There you go.
He goes, that one creeps me out. Oh, you little judgmental jerk.
Somebody's cruising for a bruising.
No lie, man. A little hurtful thing. But yeah, he's cool.
Oh, that kid. Hey, you got any good shit going on? We hadn't done that one in a couple episodes.
Let me see here. I got the soccer. I already talked about that. I got the haircut, man.
Yeah.
I'm really digging the hair, but I do
Me
think
too,
I got to
man.
throw some dye in there.
Let's do it. I'm telling you.
You know,
I'm
I
down.
got to throw some dye in there. I got some just for a minute at home. And Jamie will probably be asleep by the time I get home, but I got to get the dye in there, man. To kind of, because you know, really the lines aren't being showcased good enough.
I agree.
So I mean, you know, but I mean, what else do I got going on?
I don't want you to dye it with just for men. I want to dye it like blue.
No, I hate that shit.
Let's do it red.
No, I hate it, man. I hate that. I hate
You
those
hate-
colorful things like that.
Whatever.
That's like Jamie, man. That's why I went with the mullet because she wanted to put purple in her hair, and I don't like that. Don't get me wrong. I like it with other people's women. They're fine with that. I just don't want mine to have it. You know, like I just, you know, I don't know. I just don't like it. It's just
Has
something.
she got purple now?
Well, people have said there's purple. I'm colorblind, so she got lucky. I can tell. Like, you know, but like all purple, I'm just not a big fan of it. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
hey, each his own. It's just I'm not a big fan of it.
You a Gamecocks fan?
Huh?
You a Gamecocks fan?
I mean, I was back when I watched football.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to, I mean, I pulled for Gamecocks before I will Clemson.
Hmm.
I hate Clemson.
Well,
Dude.
let's dye your hair garnet.
No, man.
Come on, man.
I can't do that, dude. Last time I did my hair, last time I did my hair a different color, man, that shit didn't work out too good for me. You know, that's back when I was in high school, man. I did it like a week before prom. My brother got drunk. He's 9 years older than me. He got drunk, called me over, and that's back when I was, you know, like Rodman and the Bulls, you know. So you know, I was down to do some crazy shit, and he says, "Let's bleach our hair. You go first," and he goes, "You go first." So here I go, let him do it. And he looks at it and says, "The hell with that! I'm not doing that shit." So here I am with Ric Flair looking hair, a week before prom, which I didn't take into consideration.
Right. Oh, well, of
So
course
yeah, I
not.
got in trouble. Then I had to go buy Darker and Lovely, jet black, just to get my hair back brown again.
Oh,
You would
man.
never think that Dark and Lovely jet black on bleached blonde hair would turn it back to brown again, but it did. You would
Hey,
think it
man.
would just turn it black, but
Yeah, whatever
No.
works.
yeah, the chick in Walmart. Big shout out to whoever she was, like 20-some years ago.
I hope she hears this.
Yeah, I hope she does. If she
I hope
does,
she
maybe
does.
we've made it.
And she's like, I remember that. I hope she emails the show.
Email the show, lady.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to send out a happy birthday to God, what's her name? Chiron?
I have no clue who you're talking about.
What's your neighbor's name across the street that's got happy birthday in the front yard?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, happy birthday, kid across the street. Good work.
Chiron or
I'm
whatever.
so
your
proud of
name
you.
is.
Hey, so that actually got me thinking. You were talking about that lady from 20 years ago. So something happened to me a couple years ago that is just outrageous. So spring break. So this week, 12 years ago. No, I'm lying. 13 years ago. I went to Gulf Shores with a couple of my buddies. And we had no plans, nowhere to stay. We were just hanging out and everything. And we actually wound up camping for a couple nights. And then we stayed at somebody else's condo the next couple nights. Well, we were getting ready to leave. And for some reason, we decided that we wanted to go a different way than we normally would. We pull up next to this red light. And I look over and I see this girl that is just like the most gorgeous girl I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, I should talk to her. And of course my buddies are hyping me up. I'm like, yeah, do it. So I roll down the window and I'm like, dang girl, you cute. And she's like being all shy and stuff. Now I want to preface this. At the time, I'm a very attractive male. I was right out of college. Still ripped up and stuff. And so, you know, advances like that towards women were normally welcomed.
Mm-hmm.
And if I did that now, they'd be like, ugh, creep, and then like drive off. But so she's like, oh, you really think so? I'm like, yeah, let's get together. Let's run down here and hang out. And she was like, well, I actually got to get to class, and but let me give you my number. And this is happening at a stop sign.
Hmm.
So I get out of the car, I walk over there, grab her number. I'm like, I'll give you a call. So I get back in the car, put the number in my phone, and forgot about it for like a week. And so I called her the next week, and we talked a little bit. And she was like, "Well, next time you come down, hit me up. Let's get together." And because she lived down there, and I was like, "Okay, now I got an end to hang out when I get down there." Well, life happened, and never really got back with her. But a couple years ago, I was getting a new phone, and I was swapping from Samsung over to Google, and so I was going through my contacts, and I happened to recognize that name, and I was like, "Who is that?" I can't put my finger on it, and I was like, I was trying to think about it. So I went to the text messages. There were like a couple text messages, but didn't really give it away, and I was like, "This is so confusing." So I wound up just calling it, and I was like, "Hey, I know this is crazy, but I just found this number in my phone." And she was like, "You have got to be kidding me. How are you?" And I was like, "I'm doing really good." And so I kind of wanted to figure out who it was and not be just like, "Hey, who is this?" And she was like, "I haven't talked to you since blah, 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 blah." I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Like, that's been forever ago." And she was like, "Yeah, like, I mean, I figured you would have come down and seen me, and I was like, oh, and then it hit me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's who it is. And so, dude, I was like crazy. Like this wave of emotion was like, oh, dude, no way. And so we started talking, and she told me about her life. Like she'd gotten married and had some kids, and was loving life, living at the beach and stuff. And at the time, I was going through a divorce, and I was like, oh, well, my life is great too. But it was just cool because we got to reconnect and stuff and talk. And dude, I just thought that was I don't know why you talking about that lady at Walmart 20 years ago made me think about that. But yeah, a couple years ago, and so I every now and then I added her on Facebook. Every now and then I'll check in on her and stuff. But it's just crazy how like life happens like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of made me sad just now.
Yeah,
Because I thought you were gonna tell me like some notebook shit. Like she waited for you.
you know. I think the problem is that I didn't write her a letter every day. So I didn't put any effort into it,
Yeah.
and therefore I didn't get the effort back out of it.
I like to think that like there's somebody still waiting.
Yeah, I'm
like
sure.
like just still waiting. Which they'll probably never see it coming. But
No.
I mean, still, they're still waiting. Like, oh my God, Curtis, that one time we locked eyes, and
Yeah.
and then, and then like bam, look at this hunk of man now.
Yum.
All that I am.
What's going to happen is I'm going to be down there in Gulf Shores and see her through the window of the pink pony, and I'm going to do like Noah did and just rip the door open and be like, I still love you. And she'll be like, who are you?
You're like forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, no, that was the
You
Notebook.
hear you crying, dude.
Yeah.
They can hear you crying through the next wall. You see her and her husband.
yeah.
He's all part of like some damn bodybuilder or a dude that
He's
like,
a good-looking dude.
He is.
I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Yeah, and she was real good looking at the time. So, I mean, of course I was too. So it worked out then. But yeah, if she saw me now, she'd be like, "Oh, what?
I think
Don't
my
talk
wife.
to me."
I think my wife sometimes wakes up and like looks at me, and thinks to herself, "What the hell was I thinking?"
Yeah.
Like really like, what was I doing? Look at this guy. He's
Yeah. Why
getting
did I
older.
wait so long to get with him? That's what she
yeah,
thinks.
Yeah. She's like, should have kept it that one night.
Oh, if only. If only.
That's back, bro. That's back when I used to call it Space Mountain, man.
Space.
That's back when I used to call it Space Mountain.
Oh man, I want her to come on the show and tell the story about the time that y'all went to Sapphires.
What are you talking about?
Do I need to cut that?
No.
Okay.
I never said such a story.
Right. Yeah, we'll definitely have to get her on the show.
Yeah. she's a little shy about coming on, man. Cause she's like, well, I'm not funny and this and this. I was like, yeah, you baby, you're so funny, man. Like,
Whatever.
you know, like, well, we ran into a couple guys from work yesterday, as a matter of fact, and like, I know if I cue her up just right, she's gonna like dog the shit out of me. You know, like you know, like bust on me.
Mm.
You know,
Bust the chops a little.
yeah, she's gonna do it. I mean, all I gotta do is just like give her the alley oop, and she's gonna bring it home. You know.
There you go, Jordan.
Yeah, and they were loving it, man.
I mean,
like,
we're not funny either, but here we are doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
I mean, it's just about, you know, like, hey, everybody's like, when I tell people about a podcast, they're like, what's it about? I'm like, well, we work for the sewer place, and so we work in shit, and then
Yeah.
we just talk a lot of shit, and that's basically what we do.
We get in the shit.
Yeah.
And that's a good place to end it right there, now that we've
Yeah.
gotten into it. And don't forget, email us in the shit69@gmail.com. And
Don't forget to share our podcast, man.
Yeah, share it, like it. You know, like I said, it doesn't cost you anything. So.
Yeah, it won't cost you nothing. 10 cents a day, you can feed me and Jetson.
Yeah.
Okay? 10 cents. Or you can at least help us get like some karaoke going.
Right there, even better. Well, guys, thank you all so much for joining us. Again, I'm Judson Miller.
Curtis Burbage.